Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, would you please silence your cell phones and please stand for the procession of the Kentucky State University Men's and Women's of Excellence in the class of 2018, led by President Rayburn Burse. please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Miss Shelby Strode, a member of our staff. Ms. Strode.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and of the
You may be seated. How about another round of applause for Ms. Shelby Strode? Good evening. Another round of applause for our freshman class. Don't they look wonderful? I'm Lorenzo Esters. I'm Vice President for Student Success and Enrollment Management. It is my honor to welcome you to the new Thorobred Convocation. The concept of convocation in higher education dates back many centuries. Over time, campuses around the world have adopted the convocation as a gathering to address the state of the university and other matters of interest to the university community. Since 1886, faculty, staff, students, and others have gathered in this tradition at Kentucky State University. Those meetings in the early years were held in Jackson Hall on this campus. In the ensuing 127 years, faculty, staff, students, alumni, and friends have met in convocation in various settings to discuss the work of the university and its progress. Tonight, we continue a tradition in the life of the university, as each year we gather to celebrate the beginning of a new academic journey for new members of the Thorobred family. This evening marks the beginning of the journey into higher education for a new cohort of students. In a few short years, hopefully no more than 4 years, you will all assemble again to celebrate your graduation from this great institution. We offer you best wishes for your success beginning today. The genius of this institution that you have chosen is that we seek not to garner men and women from the pool of perfection, because the perfect student cannot be taught. Indeed, these seats where you sit this evening have been filled with valedictorians and salutatorians from some of the best high schools in our nation. But here at this institution, the measure of a man or a woman is not determined by the level of his or her grades alone, but also by what is in the mind and on the heart. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the purpose of this new journey you each have chosen in the pursuit of higher education. It will mark your first step to becoming men and women of excellence. Gentlemen, you are called to learn geometry, but also how to be a gentleman. Ladies, you are called to learn economics, but also how to be elegant. Each day that you walk on these sacred grounds, you are challenged to remember the ancestors who have come before us. May your every action, may your every word spoken honor their legacy and their sacrifice. Now I ask that all members of the class of 2018 please stand. President Burse, I present to you the class of 2018. They are fully prepared and are now entrusted to the care of the faculty, staff, administration of Kentucky State University. May they achieve the standards of excellence to which they aspire.
Thank you, Vice President Esters. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As your first official act as Kentucky State students, you may be seated. I am Raymond Burse, Interim President of Kentucky State University, and I am here with my colleagues this evening to officially welcome you to what is now your university. Tonight, I wish to share a few important facts about this class of students. But before I do, I'd like to recognize a few of our special guests this evening, and I would ask that you hold your applause until I have introduced all of our guests. First, we have in attendance 3 members of the Kentucky State University Board of Regents. Board Chair, Dr. Karen Bearden, Regent Dr. Elja McFadden, and Regent Travis Haskins. Members of the President's Cabinet. Members of the faculty. Members of the staff. And I'd like to pay special recognition to the members of the Student Success and Enrollment Management team who have worked so hard in preparing for your arrival. Our student leaders. And of course, the proud parents, guardians, and other family members of our class of 2018. Now you can applaud. It is an honor to have each member of this class. You're entering one of the best universities in America, an institution that is committed to excellence in teaching, research, and service. I am incredibly proud of the work that we do here at Kentucky State. Here you will find outstanding faculty and staff members who shape our students' lives, our research enterprises, many outstanding academic programs which rank among the best programs nationally, such as our aquaculture program, and that boasts of some of the highest passage rates on certification exams, such as our nursing program and our teacher education program. As students here, you will play an important role in the standard of excellence that our institution has embraced. It is a standard that you are asked to uphold. This convocation marks the ceremonial beginning of your academic pursuits, but more importantly, it's intended to better acquaint you with the expectations and opportunities of this university. And to give you a better appreciation of your fellow students, I'd like to share a few defining characteristics of the class of 2018. There are a total of 502 first-time students to date, and that number continues to grow. This includes first-time freshmen and first-time transfers only. Of the 502 students today, 79 of you were in the top 10% of your high school class. The highest ACT composite score among this class was a 34 out of a possible 36. This class represents one of the best academically prepared classes in the past few years. The average high school cumulative GPA was 2.9, and the average composite ACT score is 19. The top 6 states from which you have come include Kentucky with 267 students, Illinois with 41, Ohio with 39, Michigan with 32, Indiana with 29, and much to my surprise, California with 12. A total of 317 of you are from the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and 54 of you are from right here in Frankfort. The top 3 towns in Kentucky where our students come from: Louisville with 50, Lexington 38, Lawrenceburg 24, and Georgetown a close 4th with 22 students. As president, I am extremely proud of all of your talents, your potential for greatness, and your achievements. I know you will accomplish great things in college and well into the future. Always remember that wherever you go, you will always represent this great institution. Please hold high the standard of excellence which this institution embraces. The experiences you have and the friends you will make throughout your tenure at Kentucky State will be truly unforgettable. And before I take my seat, let me remind you of our commitment to service. As Thoroughbreds, we ask that you participate in community service activities. There will be many sponsored by the university so that you may participate. Also, we encourage you to exercise your civic responsibility and right to vote. We encourage you to register to vote locally or to vote by absentee ballot in your hometown. Finally, I encourage all of you to get to know at least one faculty member or staff member very well. And I close by saying thank you for choosing Kentucky State and welcome to the family. And now I would like to invite the audience to please stand for the singing of the Negro National Anthem by Sabrina Rose, the Kentucky State University student. Please welcome Ms. Rose.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun, let us march on till victory is won.
Please be seated. From the mountain of stone near his Decatur home in Georgia to the hilltop of Leon County, Florida, this proud graduate of Florida A&M University School of Journalism and Graphic Communications has taken the world by storm. Happy. You know it? Grammy Award winning, Oscar nominated, Happy. This guy. Who is who of Men in Atlanta? This guy. ASCAP A&R Music Executive of the Year Award. This guy. Radio 1 Emerging Leader Award. This guy. Cleveland Music Festival Gaming and Giving Honors Award. This guy. Hip Hop Caucus Music and Philanthropic Award. This guy. Sounds familiar? This guy. Amir Wyndham, at a tender age of 29, has taken the world by storm. As his motto, striving to be more than successful, but significant. Someone whispered in his ear and made him excited when they said to him, "I'll fight and win where'er the battle be." This evening, Amir Wyndham.
Good. I was hoping this thing was mobile because I'm a mover. If I stand behind this podium, y'all fall asleep. So now I can move my little legs. How's everybody doing? So I got 15 minutes, right, Mr. President? Everybody, if I take too long, just kick me in my butt. First of all, let me do something real quick because I think this is a celebration, right? It's a convocation. You guys have committed to being great by being here, right? You want to stay at home and be hearing all the gossip news about what little Ray and them, or who pregnant and all that stuff, right? Y'all committed to coming to college and getting an education. So we got a celebration. So I'm going to try something real quick. So this is what we're going to do. Let me do a little test real quick. I want us, for the sake of energy, I'm going to play this song. And when I play this song and I point to your section, I want you to stand up. I want you to celebrate and feel like a room without a roof. You ever heard that lyric before? Y'all know what that means? That means let yourself be completely free. Forget being cool. Forget, oh, my hair down, I just got a perm last week. Forget all that. And I'm talking about y'all two over here, parents. Y'all need to celebrate because they ain't in your house no more, right? Now, staff, I feel for you because you're going to hear all these sorry stories. But we're going to celebrate now because you ain't heard them yet. All right? So here we go. We're going to try this out. As soon as I find this song that I wrote. Oh, here we go. All right, so when I point to your section, I want you to go crazy, all right? And then when I point to the other section, you got to sit down. And if I point, you got to be ready to get right back up, okay? All right, can y'all do that? Y'all too cool for that? No. All right, here we go. Let's see if you can hear this. All right, you ready? Here we go. This section. Let's go. Let's go. In the middle. Come on, get up. Let go. Let go. Over here. Let's go. Over here. Over here. Over here. Back here. Everybody stand up. Leg loose. Clap. There you go. We celebrating today. We are celebrating all kind of stuff. This is a convocation. So, thank you. A little bit about me real quick. I'm 29 years old. I'm an A&R executive. I've helped create the careers of artists like Bruno Mars. You guys ever heard of him? He's kind of new. What about Pharrell? We just put his first album out a couple weeks ago. Anybody ever heard of Pharrell? What about T.I.? A new artist named Trey Songz, maybe? Yeah, man? Okay, cool. Well, I work with these guys on a day-to-day basis and help working on their music and their brand, etc. I'm also a film music supervisor where I get to create soundtracks for films. So that's how the Happy Pharrell song came about, because we created that for Despicable Me Too. And also, I'm just a regular old guy who loves to come inspire people. So I'm 29 years old, which means you do the math, it's about 10 years older than you, right? So that means that probably, 6 years ago, I was sitting in your shoes, trying to figure life out. So for me, I said to myself, I'm gonna go down to Florida A&M, and I'm gonna be the sexiest football player that ever got on that campus. I ain't wearing no shirt, I'm in Florida, just chest hairs all day. I wasn't thinking about being the greatest student in the world. I wasn't, to be honest. I was thinking about the things that necessarily didn't matter. So I got down there, and you know, I'm walking around, my little muscles out. I play football. I know y'all looking at me now like, you play football? I was a little bit sexier back then, right? So you know, I'm walking around with my little muscles out, and I see a little young tenderoni, and I saw some of my fellas checking out the ladies as they were walking in. I saw a lot of y'all checking them out. Respect them, okay? Let's make that clear. Respect them. I saw y'all looking. I was standing right out there as they walked in, because y'all were already in line. Then they walked in, they was praying and stuff because they knew y'all was looking. Respect them. But I was, you know, doing the same thing. And I approached a little nice young tenderoni, and I said, hey, yeah, baby, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I had my little muscles going, you know what I'm saying? What was that, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I'm trying to show my muscles and stuff. And she cut me mid-sentence and said, do you play football? I mean, are you in the band? I was like, the band? Girl, these muscles can't be in no band. And she said, oh. And she got up and didn't say nothing else to me. Just walked off. So, you know, I'm checking my breath. I'm trying to see if I got white stuff around my mouth. Like, what happened? I see her a week later. A week later, she's talking to this guy. You could tell he was trying to mack her. He had the little lane, a little squint in his eye. Yeah, baby, yeah. Just smiling for no reason. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I was on the sideline hating. You know, I'm like, look at this. Look, he got nappy hair. He ain't even dressed fresh. I'm hating. I'm just being honest. And all of a sudden, you know, he talking. He pulls out his phone. I'm like, he about to get her number. So, you know, he put the number in there, whatever. They hug. So I'm full hate. Homeboy reaches under the table, pulls out a flute, not a trumpet, not the drums, not a tuba, a flute, and walked off into the wind. That was my first revelation. You know what? I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm over trying to be a sexy football player. I really don't want to play football because it's hot down here. I'm barely 5'7". I'm tired of getting hit around. I'm doing the wrong thing. That was my first indication that you guys are going to have to do while you're here, which is learn to differentiate a hobby from a career. Just because you're good at something don't necessarily mean you might need to give it your all at that moment. You got to learn how to differentiate a hobby from a career. And the sooner you do that, the more time you spend. Because see, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Y'all allow you guys to figure out what your major is going to be. Everybody's got different majors. Let's be honest. Some majors require a lot more studying than others. Some other majors are all about action, implementation. Some majors are all about studying, tests, and knowledge. You're going to see your friend that you've made. She's probably going to have a major that's going to require her to not be so straight in the books every day and have to learn every little detail each page. And she's going to be able to go out on the weekend. While you were trying to, you know, buy a pre-med, you got to learn about the arm and why the arm do this and why the arm do that and why your leg can kick that way. And you're going to be like, man, I really want to go out. And what's going to happen is all of a sudden you're going to start thinking to yourself, I don't really like to do this. This ain't fun. This thing that you've been dreaming about doing your whole life has not become fun because you want to kick it. You want to go kick it with your girl on the weekend. So you're going to make a decision that's going to change your whole trajectory of your life just so you can kick it for 4 years. 4 years? You're going to change your whole life for 4 years. Now let's be honest. You're going to say, you know what? I like talking. I just like talking. I'm going to be a broadcast journalism major. That's fine. But you're going to also realize you're going to become a broadcast journalism major. You're going to be getting paid $25,000 a year when you come out of school. When if you would have just stuck to the script and stayed on the pre-med route, which your heart was telling you to do, you'd be making $125,000. So learn to differentiate a hobby from a career early. Other things, so when I got to school, I decided after football, I don't want to play football anymore. So I got an internship at Bad Boy, P. Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever he's calling himself, now a record label. Became an intern, was a janitor, and I'm talking about like a janitor. Like, intern said marketing, but I was there cleaning toilets and stuff. That was my job every day. I go in there and clean up toilets and have to scrub the sides when people leave, you know, on the side. I had to do that. Did that for a whole summer. At the end of that summer, I got invited to come to an event. I ended up meeting a guy named Russell Simmons and Kevin Lyles there. Anybody know Russell Simmons? Good. So Russell Simmons, we had a long conversation. He said, man, give me information. I wasn't thinking nothing of it. 2 weeks go by. Next thing you know, Russell Simmons calling me. He says, man, I want to offer you a job in my marketing division. So I called my mom. Said, Mom, my mom's a Stanford University graduate, so telling her that I was going to leave school to take this job wasn't an easy deal. So, I buttered up, Mom, you're so beautiful. I'm telling you, God really did me a blessing when he let you be my mom. And I slipped in there, Mom, but Russell Simmons and Kevin Lyons offered me a job. They said I got to move to New York, might have to do school. She was like, no, go back to school. Those opportunities would be there. Called a couple other people. They said the same thing. I called my dad. My dad was in the entertainment biz when I was a kid. And he said, Amir, you're going to have to stop letting people make decisions for you. You're going to have to make decisions as if you got hair on your chest. I said, hair on my chest? I opened up my little shirt. I was probably about 18 at the time, so I didn't have as many chest hairs. But I saw a couple of them. I said, you right. I'm a man. I got hair on my chest. So I called my mama back, hey, I'm taking this job. I got hair on my chest. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Boom. Hung up on her. I felt tough for a good about 10 seconds. Yeah, that's right. And then it hit me. Oh no, she's the one who gives me money for food. Called her back, apologized, but I took the job. So I left school, working in New York. First project I got was T.I.'s album, King album. And I ended up writing a song called Why You Wanna when I was 19 years old, and a song called What You Know About That that won a Grammy. So I'm 19 now, 20, won my first Grammy, but the thing is, I wanted to go back to school. I wanted to go back to school and finish because I knew I represented so much more than myself. It wasn't just about me. Take yourself out the equation sometimes. Think about how you can improve the quality of life of people beyond yourself. And that's what I said to myself. So I went back to school, but I kept my job, though. They allowed me to keep my full-time job. At this time, I was a marketing manager at a major record label at the age of 20. But I said, you know what, school, I want to come back. What can I do? They said, you can finish in 2 years, but you're going to take 21 hours each semester, which is a total of 4 semesters, 21 hours. So I easily was like, man, this is crazy. I don't got to do this. But I remember being on a plane, I said to myself, I was about to quit school. And I said, you know what? But wait, we all get these opportunities to be great. But most of us, because we're mediocre in our mind, we just pass them up. We let them go by the wayside because we're mediocre. We used to people being mediocre around us. We used to mediocre environments. But I said, you know what? I want to be great, though. And this is the things that sometimes you got to do to be great. You got to put yourself in a position where you're probably going to be a little uncomfortable. And I did that. I ended up graduating in 2008. I took 21 hours. So Monday through Wednesday, I'm taking in class. Taking 21 hours. Thursday through Sunday, I'm flying to LA, New York, Miami, Atlanta. 20 years old. I'm only 2 years older than where you at. But I wanted to be great, though. That's it. That's the only thing that motivated me. I wanted to leave a legacy that matters. So fast forward, I became the youngest record executive in the business at 23. I've won 7 Grammys with Bruno Mars and countless others. I got nominated for an Oscar for my contributions to Happy. Blah, 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 blah. How did I get there, though? That's what matters most. As I said earlier, I learned how to differentiate a hobby from a career. The other thing is I figured out at an early age who I was not versus who I was. I figured out who I was not, so I wouldn't have to run with people that I didn't want to run with. I didn't have to smoke and drink to feel like I could fit in because I had my own confidence. The other thing that I did was I kept 4 people around me. Person number 1, I kept a mentor. Somebody like these people on this stage. Your teachers, your parents, it could be your uncle. I kept a mentor that always said, you know what, man, hold on, let's talk about this. The other person was my peer, my friend, my homie, my partner, my homegirl, whatever you guys are calling yourselves. Your friend is so important, especially right now. Because if you don't have people around you who care about you just as much as you care about yourself, you're going to be out of Kentucky State by this time next year. You got to get around people who want you to be great just as much as you want to be great. You got to. There's no way around it. They're your direct line of influence. A friend is not, girl, you like Real Housewives of Atlanta? Me too. Fellas, dog, you like to smoke? Shoot, me too, man. We friends. That ain't no friendship. Y'all merely have similarities. A friend is somebody who cares about you enough to say, dog, you tripping. You tripping. Get you a good friend. The third person, you keep somebody around you that you don't want to be like. Keep somebody around that you don't want to be like because you're going to get lazy. Believe that. You're going to get lazy. You're going to get real lazy and tell yourself, I don't even feel like going to class today. But you need to see that dude that you don't want to be like And I need to make you get your butt like that, but I don't want to be like that, so let me get up. Lastly, mentee. You're not too young to start mentoring now. Mentoring helps you grow, helps you learn, it keeps you humble too, because you'll always be a disciple of learning. The other thing too, that how I got to where I am, that you guys absolutely could take from this, is don't be afraid to transcend cultures. See no color. We got a lot of stuff going on in the world right now about race and stuff, and I think it's because we have been programmed to see color and be, in some aspects, racist. We stick to our own. Grow up with the aspect of trying to transcend cultures. Learn more about stuff outside of yourself. Learn about the white person next to you. Learn about the Asian person next to you. Learn about the African American next to you. Don't be afraid. All it's going to do is give you a global mindset and help you understand a little bit more about the world. Stop being so black. Stop being so white. You've been black and white your whole life. Why not learn something else? Why not add some color to yourself? Transcend cultures. Stop just seeing color. I'm telling you, if you do that, you will have a global mentality. You won't be confined to just Kentucky State. You'll be thinking globally. Other thing, too, is you guys have to understand, too, one of the greatest things that helped me get to where I am is two words. It's called humility and ego. I control my ego at all times. Control your ego at all times. You're going to start feeling yourself. You're going to post a picture on Instagram and get like 100 likes or something. You're going to be walking around campus. Yeah, I'm a bad. Watch out, girl. You ugly. You're going to feel that way sometimes. We all feel ourselves sometimes. But you got to control your ego. Don't treat people differently. Treat everybody the same. Whether they're the janitor or unemployed to always up to the president. Treat everybody the same. Control your ego. Other thing is listen to your humility. I'm going to say that because when you listen to your humility, I'm going to tell you why. You guys are used to probably doing the right thing. You've committed to doing the right thing with your life by being here. But at the same time, when you're so used to doing the right thing, you can kind of forget that you're imperfect. So anytime somebody, whether it's your professors or some of these people here trying to tell you something that could be for your greater good, you shut down. Because you know why? It's not complimentary of you. But when you listen to your humility, it helps you still be a disciple of learning and listening. So when somebody says something to you that's not complimentary of you, instead of shooting them down like, I wish they would hurry up and shut up, you're sitting there just listening. Listen. Listen to your humility. Listen to your humility. And there's one other point that I want to make, and I'm going to shut up. Back to the mediocre part. Let's get out of these mediocre mindsets. I see so much mediocrity around me, it's crazy. People don't want to be great no more. People just want to go through the motions. Stop letting your laziness bully you. Don't let it bully you. It's going to bully you. It's going to try its best. Fight through it. Fight through it. We got enough people in the world that's committing to being mediocre. How many people are going to commit to be great? Y'all already here. Y'all already have taken a step to be great. Because the majority of people are not in college, your age. No offense to them, but they haven't made the commitment to be great and take it to the next level by coming to college. You have. Don't let this be the highlight of your career when you came to that convocation and wore that little fancy green and yellow tie. Commit to being great. Strive to be more than successful. Strive to be significant. Success is getting the money, the cars, the clothes, y'all know the rest. Significance is about improving the quality of life of people around you. It's about improving the quality of life of people around you and also creating a legacy that's going to matter. Strive to be more successful and strive to be significant. And I'll leave you guys on one thing. Am I out of time? Yes. Yes. He says yes. You need to wrap it up quick. I'm going to leave you guys with just one thing about the transcendent cultures thing. So back in maybe 2009, I was at the airport, met a pilot. Pilot's an old 65-year-old white man. I was 25, young, black, hip-hop looking guy. They said the flight is canceled. They said flight 1722 is canceled. Please check the desk for booking. I'm looking at him like, dang, man, I got to get home. He's like, well, Amir, I got to drive to Atlanta, so you're more than welcome to ride with me. And my little inner kid went off, stranger danger, he's trying to kidnap me. So, I thought, I could box, I'll be all right if he tries something. So I'll go to the car, I take a little picture of his license tag, send it to my mom and say, hey, Mom, if you don't hear from me in 20 minutes, he got me, you need to call the local authorities. So we driving, we get to his house, we get to his beautiful house, out the door opens up, his front door, little golden retriever comes out and he has a little American red flag bandana on. And then his wife comes out and his wife has on these little Daisy Dukes and she's prancing and she walks up to him and she kisses him like that. I'm like, nobody kiss like that. They're trying to set me up and make me think they're all American family and they're gonna kidnap me. So I walk in the house, I'm standing there, waiting for the floor to cave in or something. And then she comes and says, would you like some homemade muffins? Don't nobody make no homemade muffins. There's poison in there. You trying to have me down in your basement like this. So anyway, obviously they didn't kidnap me. I get in the car and I feel bad. I feel bad because I judged Pilot Pete. I feel bad. I stereotyped and messed that up. So I said, Pilot Pete, I got to tell you something, man. I feel horrible. I thought you was going to kidnap me, man. You got the white truck like kidnappers normally have. You got the mustache. I thought you was going to kidnap me. He starts laughing hysterically. It was cool, it was funny for a minute, then he kept laughing. I'm like, all right, why are you still laughing, Pilot Pete? Are you about to kidnap me? And then he said, no, man. Funny thing is, I thought you were gonna rob me. So we both sitting there laughing, just, oh man. But the thing about this is that was one of the greatest conversations I've ever had in my life. We talked about race, religion, everything you could think of. And to this day, he and I are still really good friends. Pilot Pete called me about 4 years ago and said, I have a band for you that I want you to meet. I said, okay, that's weird. When I'm in New York again, have them come to my office. They came to my office. This band turned out to be a group called Fun. You guys ever heard of the band Fun? I'll sing the song. Tonight, we are young. Pilot Pete introduced me to Fun. If I would have been stuck in my ways, I'm black. I don't talk to white men. I would have never met Fun, nor would I have ever met Pilot Pete, who's a good friend. So transcend cultures, guys. Don't see color. And keep striving to be successful. I mean, don't just strive to be successful. Strive to be significant. All right? All right. Sorry, Mr. President. Please, I'm sorry. You ain't gonna ever bring me back.
Stay up there. Stay up there. Mr. Wyndham, on behalf of the Kentucky State University family, first of all, I want to proclaim you an honorary KSU Thoroughbred.
Does this pen mean I can park anywhere on campus without getting a ticket?
Try it and see what happens. And we want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today. And we have here a Thoroughbred statue as well as a KSU t-shirt, and we really appreciate you being here and providing this event.
Thank you, Mr. President.
At this time, I would like to present to you the KSU Student Government Association President, Ms. Brianna Smith, and your Miss KSU, Markeisha Jackson, to give the student charge. We'd like to welcome them at this time.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Thorobred family, class of 2018. You are official now, and this is reason to celebrate. With becoming a Thoroughbred comes great responsibility. A Thoroughbred is known for its agility, speed, and spirit, and they are known for finishing the race using those three characteristics. The difference between the Thoroughbred spelled Thoroughtbred and the Thoroughbred spelled Thorobred is family. Kentucky State University is your home away from home and family away from family. The president and administration represent our mother and our father. Faculty and staff represent our aunts and our uncles. And our Bred Nation, our student body, represent our cousins, brothers, and sisters. I say this in effort to instill in you how important it is that you embrace every aspect of our university and treat it as your own home. Use our faculty and our staff and administration for their useful resources. Use your fellow students as an outlet and support system. We are all in this together, and you are definitely all in this together. This is where you will start, and in 2018, we want to make sure that this is where you will finish. So, I charge you, class of 2018, to become KSU. Get involved. Support our institution. Support our organizations and our athletes. Support each other. Study hard. Make satisfactory academic progress, and graduate. This year, we're going to set a standard, meet the standard, and maintain the standard. And you, our class of 2018, are the final piece to the puzzle. Welcome to our university. Welcome home. Thank you.
Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you imagine. Henry David Thoreau. Good evening. I am honored to stand before you as your Miss Kentucky State University 2014-2015. I would like to take this time to extend best wishes to each of you as you begin your college journey. I'm not going to say it will be easy, but I know that each of you, talented and educated ladies and gentlemen, will make it seem like a breeze. Enjoy your first year of college and plan to leave here with the same people sitting with you today. The only difference is you'll be in a cap and gown. These are your peers. Encourage each other, look out for each other, and be an inspiration to one another. Make the best of your college experience. Don't be afraid to get involved on your campus. Let me be the first to say that that will be the key to enjoying your college life. Remember to never lose sight of what you all have come to do. Get a college degree. I stand here knowing that the class of 2018 is destined for greatness and success. I wish you all nothing but the best. Welcome, class of 2018, to your new home and our Thorobred family. Thank you.
Members of the Board of Regents, President Verse, administrators, faculty, staff, alumni, students, friends. I am delighted to extend this charge to the class of 2018 on behalf of the National Alumni Association of Kentucky State University. When you walk past Carver Hall on your way to Blazer Library, you will see inscribed over the doors, "Enter to learn, go out to serve." The Kentucky State University National Alumni Association is charging each of you to do the following. 1, go to class every time it meets. 2, study, do your homework in advance before you go to class. 3, choose friends that are here to earn a degree. 4, learn as much as you can. 5, don't be afraid to ask questions in class, and talk to your professors and the staff as you walk across campus. 6, learn the KSU alma mater and respect it when you hear it. 7, join the pre-alumni club. Nothing worthwhile is easy, and that is certainly true with the college education. A successful college career requires hard work and devoting time to study, 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 and study. Now, as an alumnus of Kentucky State University, I had the honor of earning this golden diploma at the 24-14 commencement convocation. I challenge each of you in this auditorium to earn your degree and come back for your 50th anniversary. Finally, I have 2 business cards. I am willing to be an alumni mentor for 2 students. So the first 2 students that approach me after the convocation will receive my card. Students, have a productive year, and remember, you're in college, and be good. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Calhoun, for that inspiring charge. Greatness is more than potential. It is the execution of that potential. Beyond the raw talent, you need appropriate training. You need the discipline, you need the inspiration, you need the drive to be a thoroughbred. Good evening, men and women of excellence. I am Dr. Beverly Downing, Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Members of the class of 2018, please stand. We ask you to stand for the reciting of the Thoroughbred Creed. Please repeat after me, and I want to hear you loud. As a true thoroughbred, I will practice personal and academic integrity. I will respect the dignity, rights, and property of all persons. I will discourage bigotry while striving to learn from differences in people. Ideas and opinions, in thought and word, and deed. I will support excellence in the learning, growth, and development of others. Allegiance to those ideals requires each thoroughbred to refrain from and discourage behavior which threatens the freedom and respect each individual deserves. Daily, I will practice responsibility, leadership, service in my community, and project the best image myself on my campus. It is now my pleasure to lead our pinning ritual. Each of you received the Kelly Green lapel pin with gold letters. For the men, your pin has the wording Men of Excellence, Kentucky State University. For ladies, your pins have the wording Women of Excellence, Kentucky State University. You do have pins. Now, let me have your attention, okay? These pins symbolize our high expectations of you. You are called this day to understand that academic excellence is not only an expectation, but a responsibility that you must each uphold. It is the standard by which you will be upheld at this institution, both inside and outside of the classroom. You are hereby forewarned that we will make no apologies and accept no excuses for anything less than your best. We expect that you will be excellent in speech, excellent in discipline, excellent in attire. In fact, the attire that you are wearing tonight is what we call thoroughbred excellence attire. And this is the attire that you will be expected to wear at the men and women, as the men and women of excellence at the convocations on Tuesdays this academic year. You will receive the date for these convocations at your university seminar class, otherwise known as UNV 101 and 102. Men, please place the Women of Excellent pin on the left lapel of the women standing next to you. Now, ladies, please place the Men of Excellence pin on the left lapel of the men standing next to you. Congratulations. You are official members of the Thorobred family.
Okay, you can be seated. Can I have your attention? Thoroughbreds are respectful individuals